Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Melissa, but you can call me Mel. I have not posted in a long time, I know, and it's because I've been stuck in school. So yeah, I'm back. It is winter break, so clearly I am available to do a video. So for those of you guys who do not know, I am currently working as an LPN, which is a licensed practical nurse, or in some states known as licensed vocational nurse. I am currently going to school to be a registered nurse and eventually work my way up to get my master's. Don't ask me if I want to be a nurse practitioner. I don't know yet. Maybe, maybe not. But I just know I want to go into having my master's. Back to the topic of the video, and I'm basically going to be talking about what I did to pretty much pass my semester in my previous semesters. As an LPN, you're expected to know almost everything, but the struggle is that LPNs or RNs do different things, and so the mentality of an LPN is very different from what an RN is. So therefore, it's very difficult for some to actually detach that. But the knowledge, the basic knowledge is still there, which helps you out a lot if you're LPN already, or if you're an EMT or a paramedic, whichever. It helps a lot because you already have the foundation, but the questions and the testings are very different. And then you have all that new information that is being piled up. So it makes it a little bit harder to separate yourself from that. I told myself that I was a blank canvas. I know I mentioned that, and that really worked out for me because at the end of the day, I don't know anything. I don't know everything about being a RN. Okay, so anyway, so that was one thing that helped me out with the semester. Another thing that really helped me out was time management, and under the time management is different things that you can do. Time management basically means that you manage your time. You're pacing yourself, you're giving yourself time to study and to relax and do whatever. Me, I have bills to pay, okay? So I have to work, even though it's not full-time, because I think at the beginning of my school year, I was full-time, and then I slowly transitioned into the full-time, which is per diem as needed. So basically that means that I make my schedule, or they call me if they need me and they ask me, do you want to work? And there's not really a big commitment to the job, but you still want to work so you can pay your bills. If you don't work, I wish I was you. If you don't work, good for you. So that way, that's a good thing too, because you have a lot of time to truly study, and maybe that's why you're getting an A. You never know that, maybe. But there are people that I do know who are still working full-time, and I think that is hard, but at the same time it's necessary for them because their lives is very different from yours. If you're working full-time or even pool, I feel like you have to talk with the scheduler or the supervisor to talk to them about the days that you can or cannot work. If you are willing to work that day, you can discuss with them the amount of hours that you can do. Once you talk to your supervisor about your schedule, about your updated schedule, they should be okay with that, because most places they need you to work, so they shouldn't have no problem, no issues with that. Once you have that settled, then it will be a little bit easier for you to be able to go to work and go to school without feeling the stress. Also, while you're at work, another tip I would probably give is that use the time that you have that's silent or on break to actually do some studying. You can basically do your homework if needed, or just study. Honestly, it passes the time quick, once, and two, it gives you less things to do once you get home. Another thing that does help with time management is to set aside some studying time. And I'm not saying that you should be studying all day long, because quite honestly, when you're studying all day long, it makes you a little tired. You become a little bit more anxious, and honestly, you feel like you're not getting much. So it's good to have like breaks in between. And so reminder, guys, what works for me may not work for you, but that definitely helped me out. So for me, I was setting aside about like 2 hours. Some days it was not actually 2 hours because procrastinator, and also because I just didn't feel like studying all the time. But as long as I could get at least 2 hours in of studying, then I'll be good. And studying is not just everything. It's not only what I learned, it's also doing some practice questions, which actually helps out a lot. So, or you can do 3 or 5. You can do it every day or every other day. It just depends on you and what you can take. You can at least try it for like 2 weeks, or try it until your first exam and see if that works for you. Another thing about the time management is that you do want to think about your social life. I feel like, as everyone keeps telling people or on nursing school, that you know, you kind of give up your social life. You don't talk to your parents, you don't really talk to your friends, and I feel like it does happen a lot, but some people need that social interaction, and that's why for me, I was able to balance my social life and my school life, because so I feel like if you can set aside some time for yourself, it definitely does help out, as long as you know that you're not overdoing it, and you know and as long as you schedule pretty much what you can do. It's not something that I'm not saying you should do this every weekend, but I feel like if you find yourself to be very overwhelmed with everything, and going out actually might help out with you, like going out to see your friend, going out to hang out with friends, going out to see your mom or your parents or family, something, it does help you take your mind off of the studying for a little bit and basically regroup yourself. If you're somebody that cannot do the social life, then that's okay. You don't have to, you don't need to. Okay, if you feel like you have to be studying 100% in order for you to be focused, then that's good for you. But for me personally, I needed outside interaction, because otherwise I would be going crazy. And so far, it's been doing good for me. It's been very well for me. I'm not as stressed out as I would be if I didn't go out, or if I didn't do some type of relaxation. So definitely think about that. After every lecture, I will go over the PowerPoints or the notes that were given to me in class, and then go over it and make sure I understood it. And if I don't, go to the book or use YouTube videos. As a tactile learner, it's not that easy for me to retain a lot of information unless I'm actually doing it. And so for me, I had to adopt like styles as an so visual kind of helped me out by looking at videos, you know, after the lectures to understand really what they're talking about, grasp it. And then while I'm at work, I'll do some practice questions and review everything again. So it makes everything a little bit easier for me. So overall, you need that time. You need that time for your work schedule. You know, you want to work that schedule out. You want to set aside hours for studying, and you also want to review everything that you learned in class by reading the PowerPoints, doing practice questions, watching videos related to what you learn. And I think that's something that's really gonna help you out too. I want to say thank you guys for tuning into this long video. I hope to see you guys next time, and I'll see you.